Hi guys, this video is going to be my March reset. It is quite late in the month, so this reset's going to be a little late and not at the start of the month like I prefer, but it's okay, better late than never. We're going to do all the typical things I do in my resets. We're going to set up my reading journal, do some junk journaling, do a wrap up of what I read in February, although we aren't going to do a TBR for March. I decided I wouldn't do one this month because I've been quite behind in my reading so far this year. I've not been reading the books I've been wanting to read, and my TBRs have become like very repetitive. So I thought I wouldn't put pressure on myself this month to read certain books. I don't know the last time I didn't have a I didn't have a TBR towards the end of last year for a few months because I was in a slump, but I've never really chosen not to do a TBR. That being said, we do a lot of fun things in this video, mostly journaling. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's just get into it. I thought the first thing we could get into, like always, is my reading journal setup spread for March. I've already done the spread and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. I think we should just get into it and then I'll talk about it. So yeah, let's get into my reading journal spread. I love this spread so much. I think this is my favorite spread in my journal so far out of all of my monthly spreads. It's definitely either my March one or my December one. These are probably my two favorites. I love it so much. I'm so happy with how it turned out. This whole spread was inspired by this washi tape I got at Daiso. I picked it up and knew I had to do a spread based on it, and I am so happy with it. I love it so much. So all these drawings, I basically looked up like shell, ocean drawings, and I found some really cute sketches, so I'll put the photos I based it off on screen, and that's basically the vibe I went with. I went with like this color scheme. I love how it turned out. I love how I did the letters with the coloring. I've never really done that before, and I think it just looks really cute. And I had no idea how the colors and everything was going to turn out, but I could not be happier. I have already filled out some of my reading tracker. I updated it for one of my reading vlogs before realizing that I need to take videos and photos of this spread. I'm a little annoyed at myself for that because I don't love how it looks because the colors are quite dark. So I only have a few photos that I took before I filled it in. I still think it's really cute. I love the bubbles. I don't think I showed you guys me doing like the final touches on this page. I did add some bubbles and drawing. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to or not. It looked quite plain, but I do go overboard a lot. So I asked Katie's Readings Patreon's Discord what I should do, and people said to do bubbles, so I decided to do that. And I'm happy with how it turned out. I also did my books red spread. I don't think I showed you guys that either because it's kind of repetitive, but it's very similar. I really like this one. I love adding washi tape into these spreads now, so it's not as plain. These covers also like match this thing really well. So yeah, that is my spread. I don't have a lot more to say about it. I just really like it. Sorry, I'm like tooting my own horn, but I feel like I'm pretty honest when I don't like a spread, or when I love a spread, or when I'm meh about a spread, and I really like this one, so I wanted to share that. It doesn't match the season. Is it autumn? I'm pretty sure it's autumn now. But I never match the season with anything I'm doing. I don't match what I'm reading with the season. I don't match the spreads with what I'm doing. I do whatever I want to do. I think next we should go into my wrap up of the books I read in February. So February wasn't a great reading month. I read 4 books and 3 of these books were manga. So not a lot of reading going on. I was reading so many webtoons, which I've never read a webtoon in my life until like last month. I don't know where that came from, but I got really sucked into them because they're so easy to read, and I was like putting off the books I was reading. I was reading quite a few books that took me a really long time to finish because I was just reading like a few pages here and there. So I say it wasn't a great reading month. I read Lovers' War volume 12, really good volume. Things are getting very exciting. I really need to continue the series. Frieren volume 3, I really liked it. Wasn't my favorite. There was like a lot of battles and fighting and stuff, and that's not my favorite to read about, but I'm still very intrigued in the series. Omega Complex, which is a webtoon. It's kind of a manga. I included it anyways. It was on Goodreads, so I'm like, it's a fair game. I can include it. And then I read Kissed and Missed by Clear White, which is a Kindle Unlimited spicy romance. Very short. I don't know if I rated it. Not great. Like, the content isn't amazing. It's basically just focused on the spice. But I wanted something easy and quick to read, and I got kind of hooked in. The first few months, January, start of February, I didn't read any romance, and I think that really affected me. Like, I really love romance and I'm trying to read more of other genres, but that's led me to pick up like random books on Kindle when I should be reading other books. So I don't know. I need to balance it out a bit more, I guess. Yeah, I'm just a romance girly through and through. Anyways, I did do a cottage spread this month. This is the first one I've done since November, I think. I will just say I don't like it at all. It looks so weird. It does not look like a cottage. It looks like a school or something. I don't like the colors. I based it off a cottage picture I found on Pinterest, like I do with most of my cottages, but I don't like it at all. It looks weird. I really don't like it, but I'm just gonna keep it anyways. I did it in like a few hours. Usually my cottages take a really long time, so I feel like that says a lot. But we have 4 books. Genres, 3 romance, 1 fantasy. Pages, 572. That's not including Omega Complex because I couldn't find out how many pages it had since it's like online. And then average rating was 3 stars. Very low. And then we do have my wrap up of my uploads. I uploaded 3 videos, which one of my goals for the year was to upload at least 3 videos every month, and that gets a little tricky on months when I'm busier, but I did accomplish that, so I was happy that I managed to do that. I think that's all for February. This is what the final spread looks like. with the reading tracker all filled out. But yeah, I think that's it. So next, let's get into my junk journal spread. So I did a spread for February to wrap up the month with a few pictures like I usually do. And then I decided to also do one for my February highlights to kind of write a few things about the things I did in February, the happy moments, stuff like that. So let's just get into my junk journal and me doing the spreads, and then I'll come back and talk to you guys about it. we have my February spread, my wrap up. I really like it. The background is from a magazine, as you saw. Well, it's like a art book. Love the pictures in that book. It took me so long to pick a picture. I do want to frame some of them, so it's very hard for me to pick which one to use. But I love the one I went with. I love the overall spread. I don't feel like there's much to talk about. With some of the pictures, I did staple them because I have like 3 pictures of one cat. I have like a little slideshow there. I have 2 pictures of my outfit. Added some stickers. Overall, really like it. Love the letters. Yeah, I think it's very cute. And then for my highlights, I just wrote a few things. As you saw, I have my readathon for February, the songs I listen to most, which the top song, Always Some MF, by Matt Maltese, literally came out like the last day of the month, and it's the top song. But I did get the receipt like a few days into March, so maybe that's why it's at the top. But I did listen to it on repeat, so anyways. So we have some YouTubers I've been watching the most in February. I got my pen pal mail from my pen pal. I went thrifting. I found a lot of good things. I did lots of journaling. And in total, I did 13 spreads and I used 32 stickers. And then Jackson's first day at school. So this is for my little brother, and I have a picture of him underneath in his uniform, but I'm not going to show that. But yeah, it's his first day in kindergarten. Very cute. So I wanted to include that. But yeah, those are my junk journal spreads for February. I really like them. And lastly, we should get into my hobonichi. So I did this in my last reset where I just showed all of the spreads I did in that month, and I thought we could do that again. My spread for the first week of March. This is a little collage. I'm trying to cover my brother. Then we have this one. This isn't my favorite. It's very blue, but it's cute, I guess. This one, okay, this one. This spread I hold a resentment for. I do, because I did the whole spread, hated how it looked. The pictures looked really, really blue, and my blue like bedding didn't help, so I ripped them all off. And then I was like, I need to go print these pictures somewhere else because my printer won't work properly. So I was like looking up online on where I could print it. I tried to print it at my library, at my school, because it's free, but I couldn't figure it out and no one would help me. Well, I asked one person and they didn't help me, and then I was too scared to ask the librarian, so I just went home. I was really annoyed about it, and then I spent half an hour fixing my printer and I fixed it, and then I printed out the pictures and they looked a lot better. But I still don't love the overall theme. But it's fine. It's also like really sticky from the double-sided tape left over. And then the last week of February is this spread, which I really like. I like that I've made the books bigger, and I just like the overall layout. I like the layering. I like the washi tape I got, and I love the colors. I think it's very pretty. So yeah, that's my wrap up of my hobonichi for February, and that's my overall wrap up of everything I've done, of all the bookish journaling things I've done in February, and my setup for March. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think it might be a little shorter. Well, I did do a lot of journaling, so I'm not sure. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I do have more videos coming. I have quite a few filmed. I just need to edit, but they're coming. Let me know what videos you guys would like to see from me, because I love getting your input. And also let me know down below how your reading went in February. How many books did you read? What were your favorite books? I love to hear from you guys. But yeah, I have a book Instagram I always post on, and a Goodreads link down below. Thank you so much for watching again. I really, really appreciate it, and I hope to see you in another one of my videos soon. Bye!